They say 93% of Americans live within 10 miles of a McDonald's, and while most people treat that fact like trivia, the real secret is what's hidden behind the golden arches that almost no one talks about. If you're like the majority, you probably pull up to the drive-thru, glance at the big glowing menu board, and choose something predictable, the same burger, the same fries, the same drink, maybe switching it up with a seasonal McFlurry if you're feeling adventurous. But here's the truth. McDonald's is more than just burgers and fries, and insiders who know the secret playbook can unlock hacks that save money, upgrade your order, and even land you free food without breaking any rules. Imagine being the person in line who doesn't just settle for what's on the board, but instead orders like they've got a VIP pass to the world's most famous fast food chain. Every little trick in this list has been tried, tested, and shared by people who know how to bend the McDonald's experience into something far more rewarding. And once you learn them, you'll never look at your receipt or your menu the same way again. Let's walk through these 10 hidden gems, each one a ticket into the Insider Club that turns fast food into something special. And trust me, the last one is so powerful it can literally put free food in your hands every single month if you know how to use it. So buckle up, because once you hear these secrets, you'll never step into McDonald's as just another customer again. 8. Cotton Candy Sprite. This one exploded thanks to TikTok. And yet if you ask 100 people standing in line at McDonald's, maybe 2 of them will even know it exists. Here's how it works. You walk up to the counter, not the drive-thru, not the app, but face-to-face at the register, and order a Sprite with 3 pumps of French vanilla syrup. That's it. What you get back is not just a soda, but a drink that tastes like someone melted cotton candy into liquid form. Sweet, fizzy, playful, and almost nostalgic. It feels like drinking your childhood memories at a carnival. The reason this hack feels like a true secret is because it's not available everywhere. Not every McDonald's stocks the syrup up front, and if you don't specifically request it, you'll never know it was an option. It's the kind of insider trick that makes you feel like you're cheating the system in the best way possible. One sip and you realize just how rarely McDonald's drinks surprise you. This one does. And it doesn't just surprise your taste buds. It sparks conversation, because chances are someone nearby is going to notice your order and ask, "Wait, what is that?" That's the joy of insider menu hacks. They make eating at McDonald's fun again. And this one is the perfect balance of novelty and nostalgia. 7. Land, air, and sea. If the cotton candy Sprite feels like a sweet secret, this next one feels like a dare. The land, air, and sea is McDonald's unofficial surf and turf, and it's equal parts ridiculous and genius. You order a Big Mac for the land, a McChicken for the air, and a Filet-O-Fish for the sea, and then you combine them into one towering, monstrous sandwich that looks more like a skyscraper than fast food. The result is chaotic, messy, and unforgettable. In one bite you go from savory beef to crispy chicken to tender fish, and your brain has no idea how to process the roller coaster of flavors. Some McDonald's crew members will even build it for you if you ask. But honestly, half the fun is stacking it yourself, watching as your tray transforms into something that feels like a food challenge. It's not for the faint of heart. It's for people who want their McDonald's run to become a story worth telling. Imagine sitting down with friends and casually saying, "Yeah, I ate land, air, and sea in one sandwich." That's not just lunch, that's bragging rights. And it's a perfect example of what makes secret menu items so exciting. They're not just food, they're experiences. 6. The Crunchy Double. Sometimes the best hacks aren't about size, but about texture. Enter the Crunchy Double, a double cheeseburger split open and stuffed with hot, crispy McNuggets, topped with a drizzle of barbecue sauce, and closed back up into something that tastes like a completely new invention. The beauty of the Crunchy Double is the contrast. The juicy beef and melted cheese collide with the crunch of golden nuggets and the smoky sweetness of barbecue in a bite that feels rebellious, almost like you're breaking menu rules that were never meant to be broken. The first time you try it, you'll probably think to yourself, "Why doesn't McDonald's just sell this officially?" But maybe the magic is that they don't. It makes it feel like a secret you only know if you're part of the club. And it's not just about taste, it's about the reaction. People stare when they see you pull nuggets out of a box and stuff them into a burger. They might laugh, they might look confused, but deep down they're curious. And that's the whole point. Eating fast food doesn't have to be boring. With this hack, every bite becomes an explosion worth talking about. 5. Chicken Cordon Bleu McMuffin. McDonald's breakfast menu might seem predictable, but this hack flips it on its head. Instead of grabbing the usual Egg McMuffin, you swap the standard meat for a crispy McChicken patty. Then add bacon, cheese, and keep the egg. The result is a breakfast sandwich that feels more like a sit-down cafe meal than something you picked up on the go. Crunchy, savory, cheesy, and indulgent without being complicated. This is the kind of thing that makes you question why you settled for plain sausage all those mornings before. It's called the Chicken Cordon Bleu McMuffin because it mimics the flavors of the fancy French dish, chicken, ham, or bacon, and cheese, packed inside an English muffin. And the best part? You can put it together for under $5. Suddenly, instead of scarfing down the same predictable breakfast while rushing to work, you're enjoying layers of flavor that make you feel like you unlocked a hidden gourmet option from the drive-thru. That's the beauty of menu hacks. A tiny swap transforms a routine meal into something unforgettable. 4. Poor man's Big Mac. This one isn't just clever, it's financially genius. Big Macs are iconic, but they're also pricey compared to other menu options. The hack: order a McDouble, but ask for no ketchup, no mustard, then add lettuce and Big Mac sauce. What you'll have in your hands is basically a Big Mac without the middle bun and with fewer pickles. Yet it tastes almost identical. The difference: you save more than half the price. In side-by-side taste tests, people can barely tell the difference. And here's where it feels especially smart. Nobody in line will notice what you're doing. To them, you're just ordering a McDouble. To you, you're about to eat one of McDonald's most famous burgers while keeping extra cash in your wallet. In an economy where every dollar counts, this hack makes you feel like you're outsmarting the system, and that's a kind of satisfaction that goes beyond the taste. Every bite is a reminder that you didn't just order food. You played the game and won. 3. McGrilled cheese. Comfort food doesn't have to be complicated, and this hack proves it. All you do is order a plain hamburger bun with cheese and ask them to grill it. The result? A golden, toasty, gooey grilled cheese sandwich that feels like something you'd make at home, but with that unmistakable McDonald's twist. It costs pocket change, which makes it perfect for tight budgets, picky kids, or anyone who just isn't in the mood for meat. And because it's not on the menu, most people have never even thought to ask. That makes it a true insider move. Pull one of these out at a table, and you'll see curious looks from people who suddenly realize they've been missing out. It's proof that sometimes the best secrets aren't extravagant. They're simple, affordable, and comforting in the best way possible. 2. Rewards and McValue menu. Most people think the best McDonald's deals are plastered across the giant glowing menu boards. Wrong. The real treasure is hidden inside the McDonald's app, where the McValue menu rotates every week with new deals. Stack those with reward points, and suddenly you're scoring free McChickens, discounted Big Macs, or even McFlurries, without paying full price. One Reddit user bragged about eating at McDonald's for 2 weeks straight without paying full price once. Not because he had magic coupons, but because he knew how to work the app. That's the game. McDonald's is literally handing out free food for people who take 30 seconds to check before they order. But most people don't bother. Think about it. You're already ordering. Why not walk away with freebies stacked on top? It's like bending the rules without breaking them. And once you realize how much you can save, it feels almost irresponsible not to use it. 1. The survey on your receipt. This is the holy grail of McDonald's hacks. The one that turns an ordinary receipt into free food again and again. At the bottom of every receipt is a code most people throw away without noticing. That code is your golden ticket. Go to mcdvoice.com, complete a quick survey, and you'll get a coupon for a free sandwich when you buy fries or a drink. It takes maybe 2 minutes, and you can do it up to 5 times a month. That's 5 free sandwiches every single month just for paying attention to your receipt. Over a year, that's dozens of meals you didn't have to pay for. It's not a glitch, it's not a scam. It's McDonald's way of rewarding customers, counting on the fact that most people will ignore it. But not you. Once you know, you'll never throw away a receipt again. And that's the ultimate insider move. turning something everyone else sees as trash into free food in your hands. At the end of the day, these hacks aren't just about saving a couple of bucks or building Frankenstein sandwiches. They're about transforming how you experience McDonald's. When you walk in armed with this knowledge, you stop being just another customer and start being someone who knows how to work the system, someone who eats smarter, spends less, and enjoys more. So next time you're at the Golden Arches, ask yourself, do you want to order like everyone else, or do you want to eat like an insider? Drop your favorite hack, or one of your own, in the comments, because your idea might just become the next secret menu legend. And if you enjoyed these, wait until you see my video on 12 fast food items that are actually worth your money. Trust me, there are a few gems you've been overlooking.